Well, good evening. I'm Lauren Swartz, your host for the Easton Film Festival Presents. I was just sitting here thinking of the first movie that I ever saw, I think in my life. And if you're at home and you're trying to remember which one it was, maybe it's the same one. And I can't even remember the name of it. It was with leprechauns and Walter Pidgeon, and it was a Disney movie. And I remember I saw it at the Cinderella City Mall in Denver, Colorado, which is where I'm from. And I've seen the movie one other time, I think, since then, probably on like a Disney retrospective or something. But that was the first movie I ever remember seeing. So the fact that I can't remember the title bothers me a little bit, but I'll get over it. Anyway, the Easton Film Festival and its committee aim to bring to you film lovers, filmmakers, film enjoyers, in the hopes that sitting around talking about film, inviting me into your home to talk about films that have been made in Easton by Eastonians and Stonehill students will inspire you possibly either to go out and see more films, to make your own films, to submit to some of our competitions, or just to come out and enjoy some of the programs that we present to you in town. The Film Festival has a number of activities throughout the year. You can see more information about them on our website, eastonfilmfestival.com. You can also see regular write-ups about stuff that we are doing in the Easton Journal. Namely, we have a film series that previews this year American directors at Andrew's Bakery every other Friday night at 7 o'clock for free of charge. This year we're looking at American directors Howard Hawks, John Ford, Billy Wilder, Alfred Hitchcock. Looking at the films, I think we have 4 films of each of those directors. After the film has shown, we talk about it, talk about some of the reasons it was of note, famous, it might have won awards. It's led by Mr. Ed Hands, who's an esteemed teacher over at Oliver Ames High School. So I hope you look towards the schedule in the newspaper, on our website, also at Andrew's Bakery. It's posted on the wall. So please come. It's a free evening, and though we encourage you to purchase some of the goodies that Julie and her crew bake at the bakery. So we also sponsor film jams, which are weekend competitions, quickie competitions, where a team makes a film 5 minutes in length, up to 5 minutes in length, on a certain genre that you will draw from a hat, a genre being Western, romance, film noir, any particular style. You have to make it out of that one, as well as drawing a line of dialogue. It has nothing to do with your genre, but a famous line of dialogue. For example, I think we need a bigger boat from Jaws. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse from The Godfather. You have to incorporate that line of dialogue into the film as well. So it's a fun way, a great challenge. It's nice to have a team effort. So keep an eye out for the next Film Jam competition. Oh, forgot to tell you that when we're all done submitting our films, the group sits around and will vote on a winner, and there are prizes awarded. The other prize-winning endeavor that the Film Festival Committee does is our annual film competition. The films that we've been showing to you, filmmakers of Easton, are all ones that have been submitted to the competition. Some have won, and some are just of note. But that competition has a cash award from our good friends over at the Northeastern Savings Bank, a substantial cash award. So I encourage you to keep an eye on when the submissions are due, which is in May, and the jury competition goes on in June. So, lots of activities for filmmakers, besides sitting at home and watching me talk to you about films, which is fine as well. So you invited me into your home tonight. I'm going to bring you a film done by Chris Ivanovski. He submitted a couple of years ago. And our aim is to show you all of our fine filmmakers. And so we would like to show to you right now his production called Discretion. When it is finished showing all of us, we'll talk a little bit about some of the items of note in the production. So if we could just roll Discretion by Chris Ivanovski.
up there?
We hastily cuffed. The engines failed.
What about you?
I failed. Hit the ground pretty hard.
What about your chute?
Damn thing did over to the last minute. Opened up right before I hit. Forget about me. Go get the others.
I'm not leaving you, John.
Go!
Help! Help! Get off! Guys up. Get it off! You guys all right? Yeah, I think so. Let's get away from this. Come on.
Sure is a shame all that money you won in Vegas went up in flames, ain't it?
No, it sure is a shame we lost John today.
Yeah. John was a good man. Hell of a pilot. Sure was.
How are we gonna get out of here? Well, first, we should look for that survival pack. John was telling me there might be a radio transmitter in there. We can maybe call for help, or we can just try to hike it out of here. It's up to you guys.
Who knows? We might even run into some of that.
Well, all I know, guys, is I'm pretty beat up. And I know that you guys are, too. And Matt over here's got a broken arm. So I say we just go to sleep. Call it a night. All right, we got a lot to do today. So let's split up, cover more ground. Look for some water. And keep your eyes peeled for that survival box. I think that's our ticket out of here.
We'll find some food, too, because I'm starving.
All right. Brian, Matt, you two come with me. Brian and Matt, how's that splitting up at all?
Fine. Let Matt decide.
It's fine, I'll go by myself. All right, whatever. Just meet back here in an hour. Tops. All right.
Jeez, look at this mess. All these trees are falling over. Whoa, look at that one.
We must have uprooted it when we crashed.
Oh, I think there's some water over there. I think this water's drinkable. Yeah, it looks it. Wait a second. I think I found something. I think it's the survival box. Holy cow. I think there's over $250,000 in here.
That's about what he won.
What's he doing with this? Are we gonna get some of this money out of here?
Duct tape it to our stomachs.
What about Chris and Matt?
I don't think we have to worry about them.
All right, let's get this stuff out of here. Come on. The tide's at spot.
All right. Should be back soon. You know, it's funny how we lost all that money, huh? Figures it went up in flames. It's funny how life takes you like that. Hey, what took you guys so long?
We just got lost back there. Couldn't find our way back.
Did you find anything? Nothing?
Oh, we couldn't find anything.
How about you? You find anything?
Just some more useless debris.
Without that survival box and radio transmitter, we're pretty much screwed. We can't call for help, and our best bet is to hike it out of here.
If they try to find us?
Yeah, therein lies the problem. When John was flying in, there was a thunderstorm, and he replotted the course without telling air traffic control. So the odds of them finding us are 1,000,000 to 1.
So we wait, or we hike?
Afraid so. Damn. Well, I see we wait a couple more days. We got plenty of food and water, and I think we can do it.
I say we hike out.
We'll give it our best shot.
All right, so we hike tomorrow.
Do you have any idea where we're going right now? We're tired, wandering through the woods. You want to leave?
I got no idea where I'm going any more than you do, man.
Whatever, man. Stupid. We're not going to get anywhere. We should have waited. Someone would have found us. We're just going to wait and die. What the hell is this? You guys have had this the entire time? I would try anything. Get him! Back here! Don't even move. You got nowhere else to go. Is it about the money? If you want the money, you can have it. It's too late for that. Just let me and Matt go. Just let us go. We'll let you have it. We won't tell anybody.
You know you won't let us get away with that. Hey, what are we gonna do? We can't kill him. We got no other choice.
No! I got...
Help me, man. Come on, help me up. Pull me up, man. Come on. Dude, give me another hand. I got kids at home. I didn't even want to kill you. I didn't want any part of it. It was all Jay. Come on, man. Pull me up. Hey, what are we gonna do? We can't kill him.
John, now Matt. Why did you guys do that? If it was about the money, I would have given it to you.
We opened that case. We opened that case up. It was all that money. We just thought, man, we could get this without him even knowing. And then when he found out, we just... It happened so fast.
So you were willing to kill me for a couple grand?
I didn't want to kill you. Jason.
Oh, what?
Matt!
Matt?
Grab on, Matt. We got you. We got you.
We thought you were dead. You all right, Matt?
Hey, you did good today, Matt. You did good. You did right by all of us.
It was nothing.
Hey, I think I see a house over there. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right, sounds like a good idea.
Did you see where Jay went to?
This way.
As someone who has struggled with making films myself, I appreciate so many elements that were in Discretion. First, a good storyline, good acting. The setting was particularly stark, which was, I think, highlighted the story itself. You know, the moral dilemmas that the gentleman went through. But what I think was the part that stood out to me the most was really how, if you're familiar with filming exteriors or you know, home movies when you're at Disney or whatever you're doing, skiing, the sound challenges for outside are very difficult. And Chris and his group did a wonderful job of the sound levels, the dialogue coming across clear. There wasn't wind noises, there wasn't a change in levels of sound. And that's something that if you're interested in filmmaking and want to better your craft, it's one of these things you have to learn how to do. And so these gentlemen, this is an excellent example of the craft itself being done in such a fine way. The music was appropriate and came in at the right times. The acting was good, the sound, the setting, and there was a great storyline. It was very intriguing. So I want to commend all of the gentlemen for this piece of work. I think it was remarkable. I hope that they're proud of it and that they'll come to look at it as something that was telling in their high school years. So congratulations go out to them. In contrast, and these were high school students who made this film, we now have a film to show you by one of the younger members in the Easton Film Festival community. Ian McCahill is a frequent contributor, has been an award winner at film jams, has been an award winner at the regular competitions, and this was an earlier work of his that he submitted entitled Beowulf. So before I discuss any aspects about it, let's go ahead and show Ian McCahill's production of Beowulf.
Yeah.
We should go in the woods and hunt.
Yep.
Such a wonderful day.
Yep, such a wonderful day.
We should go in the woods and hunt.
Yeah. Yep. But don't worry, King. If you're scared, there will be no monsters.
Oh, we don't need any monsters around here.
I know.
What was that?
What was that? I don't know.
Oh, no. Is that Grendel?
Oh, it could be.
Let us eat, drink, and be merry.
Yeah.
What a wonderful day.
Yes. Let go of me! Ah! Let go of me!
Oh, my goodness.
Should I...
Let us eat, drink.
Who will slay Grendel for the kingdom?
I am Beowulf. I have come of age as a man. I will slay Grendel for you, my king.
Go then on your noble quest.
And so, Grendel, we have met.
You have slayed my son. You will not be left with me.
If you are a frequent viewer to our show, you have seen Ian's other successes. And even though this one is one of his earlier works, I think you will, I guess, be interested to know that this is just as good as what he has done in subsequent years. I think for a young filmmaker to be experimenting in the art with the equipment and the editing and the sound, the script, the costumes, all of the elements that are so important to putting together a piece of work. And for someone who at the time was probably, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, I'm trying to remember how old he is now. I think he has done a remarkable job. I think that was enjoyable to watch. The story of Beowulf escapes me at this point. It's one of those senior moments. But he incorporated so lovely with his actors, with his editing, with I think the horn, the sounds that are horn are completely appropriate to Beowulf, and for somebody of such a young age to recognize that these are the elements that are necessary for a film set in that time period, that the music or the sound of that time. Obviously the costuming, the script, there was drama, the setting was important, in the woods and all that kind of thing. And it's a very simple story, a very simple piece of work, but so beautifully done that I want to commend Ian. I know his parents are supportive of everything and all of his friends, and I think his Cub Scout pack as well. So for you sitting at home to watch something that goes on like this and recognize that it's a very simple procedure to make a film. You don't have to have complicated titles and fades and special effects and all these kinds of things, because as a filmmaker you're learning from each one of these elements. And Ian so nicely put together a very simple work that speaks and stands for itself. So I want to congratulate Ian. Glad that he has submitted other works. He won a film jam for The Cuban Affair. He has collaborated with his father on other films as well, and I know we're going to be seeing more stuff from the McCahill family in this year's competition. So congratulations to the McCahills. So I think it's interesting to look at the two pieces that we examined today from an older teens production capacity and an early teens production capacity, that they don't need to be complicated. Simple stories work very nicely, but that camera angles, sound, costuming, set are also crucial, that anybody can figure that one out no matter what your age is. So it's my aim by these shows and our aim at the Easton Film Festival Committee to hope that you examine films, whether they're the complicated Broadway productions like The Ten Commandments or Gone with the Wind or any of those kinds of films, as well as the simple ones that you make here in our community. Like I started out saying, my first film that I remember was a Disney film, and I think many of us, the first films that we saw, because they were the only ones that were age appropriate, were Disney films. And as you get older, you start to examine the psychological implications, why the mother was always dead or whatever, and the things that are formulative in your opinions about film loving and film appreciating and what molds what films you're going to go see. So Ian and Chris were able to educate us on two different levels as to what they've taken away from filmmaking, what they hope to convey to their audiences. And so I congratulate both of them on these two works that I know they're proud of and they'll be proud of until they're 110 years old. So I would like to thank you for inviting me into your home once again. You can now get up from the couch and get a fresh cup of coffee, or get on with the rest of your night. You don't need to sit and listen to me anymore. The Easton Film Festival likes to bring to you the filmmakers of Easton to show you what is coming out of the creative minds of your friends and your neighbors, the students at Stonehill College, the students in our school system. And we encourage you of all ages to go out and have fun with film. Look to submit something to our annual competitions. This year we're looking for submissions in the drama, documentary and original music video categories. Cash prizes are sponsored by the Northeastern Savings Bank. It's a lot of fun. Get a group together. We have a big party at Stonehill College for all of our award winners and to announce all the award winners in our Effie Awards. So we celebrate the talents, we celebrate the creativity, and we'd like to celebrate you folks at home who will come out and view with us. Look for also information about our film jam, our film club, and the submissions for the film festival on our website, eastonfilmfestival.com. Also, the Easton Journal has done a wonderful job of highlighting our film club calendar, as well as certain special events that we've had, that we've sponsored. So there are a lot of areas for you to appreciate film just by sitting in your own homes, but I'd like you to get out to the movie theaters. Randolph is always so crowded. Silver City Galleria is not great on Friday nights, but the Kendall Square cinemas, the West Newton cinemas, they show the art films. So go out and see those, and go out and check and see what's coming out for the Academy Award winners, whether you've seen the winners or not. These are films that the rest of the world deems of note. So take a moment to enjoy, treat yourself to the films, treat yourself to watching our show that comes to you Mondays and Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock, because we love it when you watch us. We love it when you say hi in town when you see us. Except when I'm just getting out of the shower. That's not a great thing, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm Lauren Swartz on behalf of the Easton Film Festival Committee. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Northeastern Savings Bank. Thanks to ClearPoint Communications, who does our website. And thank you to Comcast Studio Channel 9. We'll see you next time. Good night.